Hello, I am wearing my Glamnetics. I went out today and I had to get uh, a haircut, and I got that done. And then I picked up some stuff for showering and, um, other things that I needed. And then I forgot the main thing, which was it was the pods for putting for laundry detergent pods. So I got that. Whew, I've been busy, busy. I've been missing my guy that comes on here, and I've been kind of bummed, but I know he's busy, thinking about me and stuff. So I'm cool. I'm going to miss him for a whole week. I won't get to see him. I'm okay. So anyway, I pretty much got everything done. So I am stopping to get a joint and a talk with all of you. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a pretty good driving out there in Pahrump, and Seymour's is open. It's really nice. Oh, I got my I I love Doctor Who and all the weird stuff, It's just the stuff I grew up every Saturday watching it with my friends and, talking about if we had our own police box with three suns, and the power of three suns powering a a box, a small box. When you walk into it, it's just this huge world. And that's what I love about it. So let's talk about, I don't know. I'm going to get my tea. I'm going to be honest. It takes a while to get all the drinks, but I ordered two of them. I got two large ones. I am excited and scared and everything. I love working and being busy. I think it's in my German thing. My mother, she didn't become a worker until after she came out of prison. Yeah, and she said she worked in order to keep out of trouble and other things. She said she was afraid of being raped, so she would work. Instead of doing 12 years, she did 10 for what they call, all the work she's done. It wasn't being acting good. And this is federal prison. Federal prison doesn't let you out for acting good. Federal prison lets you out if you work your ass off. You know, that's pretty much what I got the idea from. My mother went to federal prison for food stamp fraud. She added shitloads of kids that weren't alive as food stamp recipients, and for I don't know how long they took it, but when they found out, they were not too happy. So I am really excited about tomorrow. I am going to California. So I've been packing. Now I'm down to, okay, I got the clothes, and I have such a fucking huge suitcase. Oh my God. You go to Ross for the nice suitcases. Really, you could spend the same amount of money or, about the same amount for a suitcase from Walmart. But if you go into Vegas into Ross, Ross got everything. I swear to God. I love Ross. So I have come to the conclusion that after so many years of packing, I used to have this. I remember when I'm thinking, who was it that gave us the money? They wanted us to get, we are going back to Michigan with Devin when he was a baby. And we bought a whole bunch of, suitcases. You get like, we got like the set that we wanted, and it was like a big deal because it had the big pocket in front and all this shit. And now all the suitcases look smaller, but when you open them up, it's like the TARDIS. It's huge. I'm going, whoa, it's been a while since I It's been over 30 years since I bought myself a suitcase, and I'm like, wow, these suitcases are so nice. So I'm excited. I'm wearing this that my friend Christine, who no longer, I figure I can take a little bit of her with me. She was a spitfire, to be honest. I I really did care for her. It's just her drinking got so out of hand. I just didn't want to see her go down in flames. I mean, all she had to do was forgive her parents, and she couldn't move on. Her father had died from cirrhosis of the liver, and she did too. And I thought, God dang, it was hard for me to take, to be honest. It was hard for me to deal with because I've always thought she would always be here. I just never thought that there would be a time that she wouldn't. So it's sad. Yeah. So anyway, I figured I would take a break. I stopped at Sonic, and they're I'm beginning to think that their teas, they're good. Okay. But the thing is, they put it in that weird ice, and you're like, before you know it, it's all gone. I'm like, I wanted more. So I'm figuring out all the stuff so I can go and enjoy. I am excited. I feel like a kid. I'm going on a camping trip, and I'm packing for everything to make sure I have everything. So I hope everybody here has a good day. I've been busy. So I found my hair curler things that I needed, and I'm taking my manual curlers with me so I can make sure I look as beautiful as can be. Yeah, I'm gonna wear my big lashes. So I'm wearing my big glamnastic lashes. And I took the hair off my face so it feels so soft and shimmery, and I'm in such a good mood. I'm going to California. La 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 la. So I bought some stuff so I can take a bath and get all nice and clean and enjoy myself. I'm so excited. I really am. It takes very little to excite me, but I really am excited. So, well, anyway, taking a break. Seymour's is open. Let's see what else. It seems like Friday. It was like when I was out Friday after I got my nails done and all that, and I came back from Las Vegas. I was like, wow, the police were really out. I mean, like way out. I'm going, really? Whoa. Yeah. So I'm taking some of my Glamnatics, and I don't have to worry about my nails and I feel good. Yeah. Squeaky chair. So I have more or less just gotten a lot of stuff done. Then when I came home, I forgot to get the pod, so I had to go to Home Depot. They have cheaper. I'm going to be honest with you. They're usually cheaper on the long run if you go over to Home Depot and buy, the product that you like for washing your clothes, because they really, on the average, they're cheaper. So I went there. I said, I know I'm going to get, and I'm getting some plastic gloves too. So a little bit of both. All right. So we are here to talk about, let's see, we were talking about werewolves for some reason. Somebody wanted to talk about them. And I had looked in on people who are born on the full moon are more or less werewolves. People who are born on like the new moon, like me, I'm born on the new moon. I have a possibility of being a werewolf, but maybe not. And that's what they on the internet said about, they wanted to write a whole royal family spiel about them being werewolves, and the how how Harry broke up and how he went over here. Why did he do that? Who's the werewolf and who isn't? They're the ones born under the full moon. I was reading this whole thing for a couple hours. Actually, I was really intensely. I was intrigued from just a Doctor Who. I think it's what's it called? Shit. Fang and something. They had that on there where they talked, where it was the second season and the second episode of Doctor Who, in which they talked about, they not just talked, it was implied about the royal family being werewolves. And I'm like, that'd be the German side. So I thought it was really intriguing. And watching that, I wish I could watch it again. God dang it. I need to get my pay for my thing. So here I am watching this and I'm going, wow, this is really neat. This is back when, we had paid TV, and I used to go in my daughter's room because it was haunted. It would be 100 outside and it would be 65, 70 in there. Yeah, it was always cold and weird. So I would sit in my daughter's room and watch TV. And I would watch Doctor Who. And I love Doctor Who. Who doesn't love Doctor Who? Actually, I slept there too. I just liked, hi, Fist of Heaven. Just got home from fishing. Also bought some seeds for gardening, potting soil too. And I bought a big outdoor sink. Oh, wow. You're going to have some fun. So, what are you planning? Oh, shoot. I always do that. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, I'm coming on a little bit earlier so I can talk to you guys, and also I got to go and finish up my packing. I'm going for a whole week. So excited. Got my haircut. I was happy. I was so happy. And one of the hairstylists apparently has been giving out her cards to what the one woman said, crazy people. And I kind of laughed. I actually laughed really hard. And then I explained about someone I knew that thought that they were an alien evil witch. Go take that. And I go, could I have your friend's card so I could give it to that person? And they were laughing and saying, no, it's okay. We got a lot of crazies of our own coming in here. I was, yeah, yeah. When I was told that, I still think it's hilarious. I really do. Having little aliens with like witches' hats. I don't mean to laugh about that, but if I was an alien, I the hell wouldn't be like advertising it. Oh hell no. No, 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 no. So anyway, I have been packing up. I haven't bought a new suitcase since my not my daughter, my son was born, and he's in his 30s. So we had I our families had these suitcases. They're vintage shit from the I would say the early late 80s, the it looks like embroidery, and it's like the old style where you just, with the wheels, the regular wheels, and it's a zip thing. Oh my God. It is so old it's starting to fall apart, literally. So I'm going, well, I'm not gonna. I looked at that and I said, oh hell no, and somebody else is taking duffel bag. I'm like, no, 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 no. I gotta go suitcase, baby. I don't do. I'm going to do it right, like an adult. I'm going to get a suitcase. I got my other suitcase, which is like a coffin. So I'm going to put all my shoes in there and stuff. So the coffin's got my shoes and my toiletries. Well, I'm going to put my toiletries with a backpack. I am just so excited. So, tomatoes, bell peppers, Greek peppers, watermelon, and romaine lettuce. Well, isn't that lovely? That sounds delicious. So yesterday, for you haven't been on for a while, Fis. You've been busy with the bartenders. You got those women wanting you, man. You must have that wolf in you. And here we are talking about werewolves, which is something has been in American folklore for God knows how many years. But on top of that is werewolves have been also in European folklores, you know, along with Chinese and stuff. So it's been throughout the world with werewolves. So where do these people who've never met anybody in out west over in California or even in Nevada, and then you got people in China talking about werewolves. So yeah, it's something else. It's all throughout the world. And it doesn't bother me. If it really is real and somebody is a werewolf, then so be it. As long as they don't make dinner for me. I mean, not for me, but they don't make me their dinner. Sometimes I get too high and I forget to type and I just talk. It's not because I don't like you or anything, it's because I'm, preoccupied. So I've just been busy getting stuff done and I'll have it done. I had to wash my clothes and there's a couple pair of pants, but I've been wearing these, man. You gotta see these. Check these suckers out. Woo wee, make me tall. I'm a supermodel. So anyway, as for me being with anybody, I I don't I'm kind of like, well, um, hmm, I am not with anyone, but in the same note, how can I say this? In the same note, I would like the person who's interested in me to show more. How can I say this? I'm going to be gone for a week, and I'm thinking, God, I'm not even going to see this person at all, and they don't even call me. They don't contact me in any way, and it makes me think maybe they're thinking back, of not getting with me and stuff. So I just kind of, think, wow, uh, I had a guy contact me and he was like, "So, how's it going?" and stuff. He was my therapist, and he wanted to date me after he quit being my therapist. And he said, I don't understand why the men are acting the way they are. He goes, man, I'd be over your place. I'd be there letting you know all this, being there. And I says, I have no idea. They're scared of my ex, and my ex doesn't, let's just put it this way, from early in the morning until about 2 in the afternoon, he don't get up. I usually do my stuff early in the morning, and then he doesn't even think I come in the house. Literally, he thinks that I don't even take showers. And a lot of times I would come home at 3, from work, take my shower, and he'd be just getting up. So a lot of times I do my stuff, like I said, in the morning. Now it's afternoon, he's up and stuff, that's fine. I still got stuff to do. I got to figure out my shoes, my shoes. That's about it. Shoes and my toiletries. I'm pretty well, the toiletries are easy peasy. So that's where I'm at and dealing with that. It's pretty, I just wanted to spend time with you guys on the internet, and, you know, and I'm going to say a prayer, God, please let my wow guy contact me other than an internet, like on a telephone. Please let us have some good conversation, because we're not touching base here. That's what I need help with. Help me. Thank you for helping me, God. So there we go. All right. I'm hoping that I do real well. The Hamilton family have been called the werewolves, vampires, and Camadon. Can't. Oh, really? Wow. I mean, an actual family's been called this. Let me look. Oh, shoot. I mean, an actual family's been called werewolves and stuff. Wow. And that's unusual. You know, I, I'm out of the cryptid things. Of course, my dad would probably tell me, oh, he's got nothing better to do. He spent a whole month reorganizing his house because it was real bad. And I told him, I go, Dad, you're retired. That house should be really clean. You don't have to get up to work. You don't have to scrape any. I said, isn't that, he goes, you mean retarded or retired? I go, either or. So if you are interested in, which is, of vampires and all that stuff, shoot, my family, I am 25% Swedish. So, like, a friend at work said that means I'm 25% vampire, because they thought that Swedes were all vampires. And I'm like, that's funny. Where's my phone? Let me find my phone. I think I left my phone in my purse, and my phone is not with me. Oh, crap. Because it's not blinking and it's around. When the queen married that one guy, her husband, he was supposedly from a werewolf family, and they were German. So, yeah, you got all these things, but Hamilton family, I have never heard of that. I'm going to have to look that up as soon as I find my cell phone. It's probably in my car. That's why I like having stuff with pockets, even if it's like regular jeans, you could just throw your, when you don't have no pockets. So here I am thinking about, in Europe, but it's not just Europe. We can't just put one place. We got like, even in Scandinavia, all around the world, there are people talking about this. So are there a, a, a bloodline, a family like the Hamiltons, weirder than me? They're known for being vampires or whatever. I'm like, wow. Oh god, I gotta look that up. Let me see if I can find my telephone real quick. Oh yeah. So let me see. I bet you it's in my car. I'll be right back. Okay, it was in my purse in my car. So okay. Oh, really? So maybe it's just they go by Hamilton. Wow. When my great grandmother would talk about how many people she pissed off, I'm like, wow, our family just goes for the gusto. She and I did not get along because she called me girl. So I didn't come to her. So she complained to my grandmother and she goes, her name's Stefania. You can call her Steffi, Steph, but if you call her girl, she won't come. And I can't do nothing about that because we taught her to come to her name. She's not an animal. And that's how my grandma got even with great grandma. All the years that great grandma drove my grandma nuts came Stefania. The girl who didn't come is what she said. I'll give you a quarter. And I go, I got a whole penny bank. I got a whole bank with quarters. And then she would say, girl, and I go, that's not my name. I drove her nuts. Oh yeah, and I had so much fun. She was fun though. She was always sleeping underneath our walnut tree, which we really couldn't use the walnuts in it. For some reason, it had worms really bad, but it was an amazing shade tree. And we had a pole trailer, like, where you can live in it. And I used to sleep out there at night. And it was like my personal camping in a trailer. And one morning, my grandfather shook the trailer, and I ran out there. Oh my God, it's an earthquake! And he was laughing. We had so much fun. I would go to California. That was my magical place where I would be popular, and my cousins were cool, and I was cool. I lived a different life in California. I go back to Michigan as the nerdy girl and with clothes that everyone wanted because Pick and Save would sell what was it? It was a big name brand back then. Oh my god, everyone had to have it. Pacific, they had this name brand that was real big. It was like, and I used to bring in from California, And my friends, I got them all wearing it, and it became popular because of me. I used to buy the shirts from OP, Ocean Pacific. That's what it was, OP, for like $2 a piece. So I get all these shirts and stuff for like, I get clothes under 50 bucks, And my dad was like, this is really reasonable. And my friends are like, OP, oh my God, you guys get, no, we don't. No, we just shop reasonably at Pick and Save. I miss that place. That place was fun. That was like, you're broke, not no more. You go to Pick and Save. And we came up with different in pick and pay, pick and spit, pick your butt. So let me look up Hamilton's really quick. This is really becoming an unusual, yeah. So, all right. The Hamilton family werewolves. Lockwood, Hamilton, The Vampire Diaries, and original TV series. Oh, fuck. The Hamiltons. Oh, that's funny. So they have block series and everything. Barnes and Noble, The Legend of Werewolf. Ooh, wee. Werewolves in Suburbia. Oh wow. Shadow Radio, 1947. Oh my dad. That's my dad's thing. He loved the Shadow. I listened to almost every one of them. We went over cross country in Canada, and that was amazing. So, oh crap. Come on. Oh, this is what I hate when I don't. Family info, information, and facts. So the Hamilton, the founder of the United States was oh right Alexander Hamilton. Um, werewolf. All right, here's something. Albert Fish. It was Hamilton Howard, Albert Fish. Oh God, he was a sexy fucker, wasn't he? All right, if you can see it. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a werewolf. 1870. Fish once boasted that he had children in every state, and at one time his number of victims. Oh God. So. Oh gosh, no, wrong person. Oh yeah. Oh, Albert Hamilton Fish, the werewolf in Wisteria. Okay. So he considered himself a werewolf. This sexy. This sexy strapping dude. Boy, this sexy strapping dude is Albert Hamilton, the fish, who killed God knows how many people. Can you imagine him being, like a big werewolf? I mean, I'm just putting it out there, you know? Wow. In theory. Let's see. You know what? He's a sick fucker. He came up with me. He hurts children. Yeah, he's a sick one. He molested over 400 children. You know what I would be doing? I'd be chopping off his private parts and hands. He have no hands. After the capture, he admitted to molesting more than 400 children and torturing, killing several of them through it wasn't known if the statement was true. He was also known as the Gray Man, the Werewolf of Wisteria and Brooklyn Vampire, and Maniac and the Boogeyman. Wow, shit, he hit it all at once, man. You got like him, you got like the Boogeyman, you got werewolf, you got vampire. You don't even know what you're doing. This guy's such a crazy ass. I'm surprised he didn't tell everyone he was an alien on top of it. I mean, I think he should have just said, I'm an alien too. I'm a killer alien and a witch. Then it would have been a little more exciting. Oh, this guy is crazy as fuck. It's always those ones that are really, what I was always told, the really super duper nice ones that come off, when you first meet them, they're so sweet. They make you food, they bring stuff. They can't do enough. They can't smell your farts enough. Once they had enough of you, gone. And he seems to be like, once he had enough of you, he'd kill you. So, a small, gentle-looking man who appeared kind and trusting, yet once alone with his victims, the monster inside him was unleashed. A monster so perverse and cruel that his crimes seemed unbelievable. He eventually was executed and, according to rumors, turned his execution into a fantasy of pleasure. Oh, God. Roots of Insanity. This fucker was born on May 19th, 1870 in Washington, D.C. to Randall and Ellen Fish. His family had a long history of mental illness. Okay. His uncle was diagnosed with mania. His brother was sent to the state mental institution. His sister was diagnosed with mental affliction. What the hell is that? The mother had visual hallucinations. 3 other relatives were diagnosed with mental illness. His parents abandoned him at a young age, and he was sent to an orphanage, a place of brutality and vicious memory where he was exposed to regular beatings and sadistic acts of brutality. He was said to begin to look forward to the abuse because it brought him pleasure. When asked about the orphanage, Fish remarked, I was there till I was nearly 9, and that's when I got started wrong. I was unmercifully whipped. I saw boys doing many things they should not have done. So, yeah, orphanages. And to be honest, there's a lot in third world countries that are just as scary as they were here back in the day. In 1880, he left the orphanage, had a government job. He had very little education. He worked with his hands. Oh, wow. He was a love muffin. Oh, well. Fish returned to work with his mother and began a relationship with another boy who introduced him to drinking urine and eating feces. Yay, boy! Oh, he's just having all kinds of fun. According to Fish, 1890, he relocated to New York, and began his crimes against children. He made money working as a prostitute and started molesting boys. He lured children. Oh, God. Father, married and father of 6. This kids led average lives until night when Fish's wife ran off with another man. At that time, they recalled Fish occasionally asking them to participate in oh, his sick games. Oh, God. So, in 1928, Fish answered an ad from 18-year-old Edward Budd, who was looking for part-time work to help his family's finances. Fish, who introduced himself as Mr. Frank Howard, met with Edward and his family to discuss Edward's future. Fish told the family that he was a Long Island farmer looking to pay strong young workers 15 a week. The job seemed ideal, and Bud's family, excited by Edward's luck in finding a job, instantly trusted it. The gentle Mr. Polite Howard. Fish told Bud's family he would return the following week to take Edward and a friend of Edward's to his farm to begin work. Fish failed to appear on the day promised, but sent a telegram. I don't know. So pretty much he would take these people and just kill them. Can you imagine your kid or something going, "Hey, I want to make some extra money," and then you go over to this guy's house and wow, you don't just make extra money, you get like killed. And it's just like, who, who was it that was so good looking? The one who ate. They were so sweet until they get you alone. I think that he just killed people, but boy, some of these people I heard, what I'm thinking of, they're not small and gentle like him, or they think he's gentle. So it is, I think, a frame of mind. If you really believe it, it will happen. If that's how I feel. I believe that there are a lot of cryptids that are around here, that not just here in the world, that people don't know, and they're just nice, you know and when you have if you come in contact with someone who happens to be a cryptid, don't be telling people their stuff. They're just like us, they're just special. They have more hair, werewolves. So if there are really cryptids out there, I want to let them know that their secret is safe with me. I understand. You know, I have a great grandfather who's probably a vampire because he's Swedish. He died when my son was still living. When my son was living, when he was born, he was still living when my son was born. That's how long, and that's how, and he was married to my great grandmother, Stefania. And what happened was he got upset with her or something and pushed her down the stairs. She had blood soup. It was a big thing, And they always said they were always making blood soup. And I said, well, maybe he's a vampire. My great grandfather might be a vampire. He made really good money for his job, so he didn't get in trouble. Yeah, he didn't get in trouble at all. The family had to disperse and live somewhere else because they didn't have a mother to take care of them. My grandmother had a family friend that would help take care of her, and it was horrible. It literally, broke up the family. He was a mean drunk, I guess. He would go to the bars and drink, and my grandmother, Stefania, would send her kids in to get the money so he wouldn't spend it all. So here's the whole point. I think that there are cryptids out there. I think that they would like to be kept secret because not everybody's going to understand, if they have certain things that go on in their life, if they change in front of somebody, it might, cause them, oh my God. But it's not, it's a part of life. I guess it's from watching Grimm. I watch, I'm going to Grimm. That's how they spell it. And it is really amazing how they show when you see people and you're thinking, they remind you of this. Well, it gives you more of an idea. Like I said, I am going to fix where I can get my HBO Cinemax back, but I had somebody, after not sharing my thing with anybody, somebody had gotten my number to my card. So, yeah. And I can't, again, this has happened more here than anything. Oh my God. So I love the Grimm's fairy tales, the real fairy tales, the ones that you would read. No, 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 they were watered down. When you get the real ones, they really talk about the reality of it's like fairy tales with a little spunk in them. So, yeah. Well, we're going on 45. Yeah. In theory, I think a lot of people, they want to escape and be something better than what they have been. And a lot of times people just want to be special. Maybe that girl who said that she was an alien witch, evil witch, maybe she just wanted to be special for that moment to have people go, oh, okay. That's what I did. And later on, I'm talking to my friends going, oh, we better not be bad. Because remember, she's going to send us something bad. Anybody that says that they are a witch that sends bad things to people, they're not a good witch. They're not the kind that you want to mess with either. But if they send you something, you could protect yourself and you can send it back with God firepower. You can ask an angel to take it back and dispose it. Take whatever they sent back and have God make a decision what to do with it. And that's what I usually do because I'm so angry. I want to send it back with firepower and bad things and this. You can't do that because then you're black magic with black magic. So you have to send it back with God magic and let God figure it out. The angels or whatever. I call them the light beings. So Michael's the one with the blue sword and he cuts through all the bullshit with his sword. Then you got Gabriel, he's the gabby mouth. He's the one that gives us our little thing right here because he goes and tells us a secret, our life secret in our ear. So whenever you're feeling, that you're not being special and people don't love you, you always have angels. You can talk to angels, believe it or not. Talk to angels. Say, hey, Michael, or hey, Gabriel, or whatever. You could go Menatron, you know, many other names that go on, and they're amazing. I have been put in situations that were really fucking scary because the person I was with would not listen to me. He used to call me stupid a lot, and I started to believe it. And I finally sat down with my friend Christine. She said, he's jealous of you. You're prettier than him, you're better looking, and you're smarter. I go, no, I'm with him and I can't get rid of him. It's like it's like having really bad itchy skin and you put lotion on it and it just gets worse. That's what happened. So now I am happy. I have my own self. I take care of my own things. Unfortunately, I still have to get some of my stuff out of my comics thing that I bought. I really believe that if he the thing is this, he needs to get his shit out of there because I'm going to be cutting the thing and we're going to have to share it. Oh yeah, I'm going to wait until he leaves. I'm going to get some bolt cutters from a friend and I'm going to cut the fucker off and I'm going to put my own lock on. Oh, that's what I gotta do. I found a lock with both things and they're big, and I have a small lock that's just been bothering me to put it on the my other place where I rent. So I'm like, oh, yeah, it's always in theory. But I think people who really believe that, if there are cryptids and they are in the Hamilton family, then here's the whole point. Well, there are animals and things that we don't know in the ocean and outside. They are always naming new animals that they find. Why not something as big as a werewolf or what they had in my favorite show, which was True Blood? Besides Grimm, I love True Blood, which is like soft porn. I'm going to be honest with you. Do not bring your children and throw on through True Blood expecting it to be PG-13. It is far from PG-13, okay? It is way far. A lot of sex, and I mean, we're talking total naked. I mean, it's like my favorite show. It's got sex, it's got vampires, it's got werewolves, it's got it all. It's got just a bag of fun. So, yeah, I believe that if there are cryptids and stuff, and I also believe that let love and let live. Okay? If they're out there and they're really there, then I would send them love and light, because I'm sure they're not going to just be like the movies, let's be honest. If I dated somebody that was a cryptid, I'd be cool. I'm weird enough. Let's just make it all weirder because that's me. Just like I used to say to my dad, God damn, we're weird enough. And you just really make it even weirder. And that's what I used to tell my dad all the time. You just making it even weirder for me. That's about it, Dad. Yep, yep. Oh, I'm giving up being normal. I used to tell my dad, I've given up being normal. Oh, we're normal. And I go, Dad, come on, really. I look at him and he'd look at me and he would laugh and we'd go along. I have come to a complete, if cryptids are real, then I accept them as same person as me, except with whatever they're dealing with. If you have a vampire that has to have, blood, or it could be a life force. I've heard so many in Michigan. My friend's husband, he did some work. I don't remember. It was some kind of work he did for these people in their business. And they were like, wow, we're vampires and stuff. You want to come over to our, party and stuff? I'm like, man, you didn't accept it. He goes, why? That'd be way cool. All right, Steph, you're getting too happy now. So, if there are cryptids and there's werewolves, if I dated a werewolf, I'd be like, hey, let's do this and have sex. Yeah, let's make this wild. I'd do it and have fun. I mean, people believe that they're aliens, for God's sakes. They're aliens and they believe that I really don't know why. It was my dad, his friend that worked in the sanitarium told me this. We don't let people really talk to them because the alien people are very hostile. And it was true. They are the hostile ones. He said those are the ones, when they say they're aliens, they are really scary. And that's why I couldn't talk to them, because I really wanted to talk to them and, like interview them and stuff. But it didn't happen that way. I wasn't allowed to even go there because safety issues. Oh, shit. Yeah. And that's why when the person told me that they were an alien, I went, okay, get 10 feet from that person. They're crazy as butt chick. Okay. But if you have someone who's a cryptid, keep it secret. Don't be like advertising, yeah, I have sex with a werewolf. I think that there's certain privacy in people's lives that need to be private. Like my grandma used to say, if they don't ask, don't tell. So we have talked about werewolves and completely the Hamilton family, from the guy that said that he did all these dirty deeds, came from a family of mental illness where they weren't mentally sane in the first place. But if there are cryptids, and they had Skinwalker Ranch, who hasn't heard of Skinwalker Ranch? Oh my God. Oh, I am. Let me type this out. I'm getting used to my nails. And it's been noted for over 20 years, the Skinwalkers Ranch. You're a taco wolf. Is it a hard taco or a soft taco? Taco. I can't eat a really big meal unless I'm like so starving. So I usually, like I said to my kid, oh, I got a meal. I'll just, when I get hungry again, I take half of it and I eat it. A full meal sometimes takes me, like, if you get a hamburger meal, the big ones, like about this big, it takes me 3, 4 times to finish it off. Really, it does. That's why I can eat them, because I don't eat a big thing. I have little. Yeah, taco. My grandmother made tacos like a real Hispanic woman. I used to tell my grandmother, I go, Grandma, I think you're Spanish. Oh, no, no, no. And she had my friends. They were like, "Oh, your grandma's got Taco Tuesday." Oh man, the way she would do it, just psh, 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 it was like, I miss that woman. She was amazing. She was a good cook. Taco Wolf, hard shells. Oh, crunchies. I like the soft shells, but if you're dating a cryptid, I hope you're having really good sex. If not, it don't bother me. My theory is I'm looking at the person's heart. Are they a good person, good provider? They help provide along with me, working together, making a good family, are they a family person? I like family persons because usually they think of other people than themselves. So when you have a family, like I have my daughter lives in Utah and has not talked to me in almost a year because let's just put it this way, my roommate tells her shit that makes her think that I'm a wild child and doing serious drugs to lose weight. No, I'm not doing any drugs except weed. That's the only drug of choice, and alcohol. And I don't drink and drive. So here you go. I am living my life to the best that I can. I use weed. I piss off my ex because I didn't lose my marbles or my car. I kept up the bills, and he puts out that he is, how can I say, my boyfriends piss him off. Finally, I said to all my guy friends, I want a relationship. Oh, I'll give you that. No, 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 no. I want to be called every day, and I want to have attention given to me. I want my ass kissed. So all the guys that weren't kissing my ass are no longer here. They're no longer calling me. Yeah, they still text me and stuff and try to get with me, but I want a relationship. And my wow guy, who isn't here now, he's the one that I really hoping that it'll all work out. So I haven't been with nobody for over a month. I have talked to people and said, hey, I have somebody. And I've told a lot of people that I got a comedy thing that I go on, and none of it's true. I got to put a thing about neighbors. My my dad's one wife, Jane. Oh God, she was the ugliest woman. I swear to God. I swear this woman was ugly inside and out. You ever have people when they talk about blood pressure burning up your, it's not good to have high blood pressure. You ever hear of that? You know why? Let me tell you, if you have high blood pressure, to curtail it as quickly as you can, because what it does is it's cooking your brain. Jane had all the bad health conditions that anybody would not want to have. When she wasn't wearing her makeup, because she had high blood pressure so bad, there's little capillaries all in our face. You see them in older people, when they have high blood pressure, and it, without makeup, for the first time I ever seen, my dad had dated her for I don't know how many years. She was living in the house. I went downstairs to go use the restroom and never seen her without her makeup until that day, and I screamed bloody murder. My dad came out, "What the hell?" He goes, "People get that from having high blood pressure. It's the capillaries in there." And he was like, "You're scared of that?" I go, "My mom didn't have nothing like that." You know, she was in her 40s and she had to wear Mary Kay because it was the only one on the market that would cover them. And it looked fucking scary. It was creepy scary. I'm like, I'm not going to get high blood pressure. Oh, hell no. I was freaked out. So for a while, I told my friends, Jane, she's scary as fuck without her makeup. Oh, yeah. Everybody in Holly knew that Jane without makeup could scare the shit out of the boogeyman. Yeah. No, I'm not joking. It was that scary. I mean, think of all your capillaries as if you're a woman. And I remember seeing, and I go, wow, that's a lot, and I wasn't saying it to be mean. I was saying it as a, Jesus Christ. You're the reason why I will never have high blood pressure. And that's pretty well what I put out as. Oh, God. So, in cryptids, I think that they're people too. They're out there, and I believe that they are. I'm sending you love out there too. And if you're a hardworking werewolf and would like a honest, decent looking woman, hit me up. But I'm waiting for my wow guy, and I am for certain. Well, I'm hoping. I really am hoping, because he hasn't been on here, but he's answered me back. So I'm hoping that it all works out. If not, I'm going. I guess I can meet other people, but like they say, I'm sending out love and light, and I'm hoping that everything works out. I really do. It's just when you don't have no communication, it makes me think that you're, backpedaling and you don't want to, hang with me, as they say. So if you don't want to pay attention to me and stuff, then I will entertain myself. And I have no problem. I have guys just, yeah, they would. I want relationships, not a bunch of guys. That's what I want. I want one person that cares about me. All right. So have a wonderful rest of the day. I got to finish up my packing. So I might be on at 7 or not. It's already 6, so I highly doubt it. I might be on a little bit later to say what's done and stuff, because I'm going to have it put everything in my Jeep so I can go. And I love you guys. And I will be seeing you guys next when I head into California, and we're going to be having fun. So I hope it all works out. I love you guys. And I got my nails done. Well, I could give the middle finger really good. All right.